And we are back for another exciting episode, as you can see from the title below. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a very special pair, very rare pair, probably an athlete exclusive M Frames, the Jungle Camo. Before we begin our episode today, I want to make a special thanks to three really cool guys that I met this past week, Julio, Ernest, and Pedro. Julio, it was really cool hearing about the Philippines. I can relate to that, of course, because of my wife. Ernest, you, my friend, are literally creating your own brand. You're creating something from nothing. Best wishes to you. Best of luck to you. And I'm sure you're going to do very well. I'm sure you're going to do great. And Pedro, it was really cool swapping war stories with you. Semper Fi, my friend. Thank you to you guys for subscribing to our channel and supporting our channel. We really appreciate you. So make sure, as always, you subscribe, hit that like button, and do not forget to hit the bell icon. I can't stress that enough because you do not want to miss a future episode of Rare Oakleys. And as always, do not forget to check out the new book. The softest cushion to fall back on is one filled with hard cash. And the subtitle is equally important: How I Managed to Retire at 46 Against All Odds. Let me tell you guys something. I get more free stuff than anybody I know, literally, which is part of the reason why this book was written. Also, my grandfather, he was a tremendous inspiration, and he greatly inspired this book as well. So make sure you pick it up. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, other retailers. I'm going to make it simple for you guys. A couple of links are going to be included in the description below so you can secure your copy. Guaranteed you will love it. And there's a lot of tips and tricks on here on how to get free stuff and save money. So be sure to check it out. So what are the Jungle Camo? Well, I was debating. I thought I should probably reserve these for a later episode, but I figured, you know what? We're just going to bring out some really cool exclusive items. The Snow Camo and the Shadow Camo are the two main types of camo for the Oakley frames, and those are pretty rare. The Jungle Camo is in its own category. Again, I believe it's an athlete exclusive, and here it is. It has a polished white base, polished white background, and you can see it's got the Jungle Camo pattern in the gray and the dark gray or black. It's almost hard to tell if that's a dark gray or black. Actually, it looks like a very, very dark gray, but it has the slate ear socks, which are the gray ear socks that match, and the nice bright red icons that really pop. So this frame I picked up on eBay probably about 12 or 13 years ago, and even back then, it was a rarity to see that on eBay. So I had to sniper bid the auction. I was actually at work when I did it. I was in sales at the time, and I was sitting down with some customers because I was doing door-to-door sales, and I asked them to borrow their computer so I could sniper bid the auction. That's how badly I wanted these, and thankfully I got them. But I got just the frames. So fortunately, I had another spare pair of slate iridium sweep lenses, and these happen to be vented, as you can probably see at the top. So I installed those, and they look great. The slate lens looks perfect in this Jungle Camo configuration. I'm sure you guys enjoy these. Now, there's a bonus. What's the bonus? Well, what better way to showcase a very rare pair of possibly athlete exclusive M frames than to pull out their counterparts, the Pro M frames. So you got here the hinged version, the regular M frames, and then you've got the Pro M frames, the hingeless. So there's a very interesting backstory on these Pro M frames. And by the way, over the many years of collecting Oakleys, I've only seen about 4 or 5 pairs each of these Jungle Camo M frames or Pro M frames. So they're both exceptionally rare. But these Pro M's have a very interesting backstory to them. Very special thanks to Chris in Chicago. He actually helped me acquire these for the collection. So Chris, maybe about 5 or 6 years back, was in contact or in communication with an ex-Olympian. And I believe she was a volleyball player from Australia. So Chris was trying to communicate with this ex-Olympian in Australia, and it took about I believe, a year and a half for him to finally get in contact with her and get these M frames in the mail. So these came from Australia. Fortunately, these were never worn. They were brand new, still in the plastic wrap. And also, fortunately, Chris does not collect Pro M frames. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have gotten these. But I got just the frames themselves. And then, of course, I installed my own lens. And as you can see, these happen to be polarized black iridium, and these are the hybrid. And you can see the light transmission just to compare, since we have them both here. The black iridium versus the slate. You can see the black iridium is just a tad darker than the slate. So the slate has a slightly higher light transmission, but they're both really good. They both look great in this frame. And what better way, we've got another bonus for you guys. This is like the bonus episode. So we've got the M frames, we've got the Pro M frames, both very rare. But what better way to showcase those than with a pair of Air Jordan 4 Retros in white and cement gray. Now these, back in the day, were my first Air Jordans ever in high school. I happen to love these shoes. These are my favorite Air Jordans ever, probably because they were my first. And of course they have the awesome Nike Air logo on the back, which means everything. I would not have purchased these unless they would have had the Nike Air logo, because that was the way they were originally released. So, favorite Air Jordans of all times, some of the rarest M frames ever. Look at that combo, guys. And you know what else is really cool? Check out those icons, those red icons. They kind of coincide with the red Jumpman on the tongues, right? I mean, doesn't that look awesome? So the next time I'm wearing the Jordan Retro 4s in white and cement gray, I'm probably going to break out one of these Jungle Camo M frames, probably the regular M frames. Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Don't forget to check out my new book. We will see you guys next time. Thank you so much, as always, for joining. We'll see you guys next time on Rare Oakleys.